years of football. It is homecoming weekend in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, with perfect conditions over M.M. Roberts Stadium. Southern Miss, the Golden Eagles, play host to Marshall, who has won the last 5 meetings between these two teams. Isaiah Jones back to receive. The opening kick, and we are underway in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and this is not going to be returned. In motion, fake it to Ito. Mullins looks near side, pass bobbled, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Julian Allen, the talented tight end. He's really got complete tight end slash H-back.
He does, but with the motion right there, Ron, that showed Mullins that he had man coverage. That's why he went to his tight end, because he's going to be on a linebacker at that point.
Now Staggers goes in motion. Looking for Staggers on a wheel route. Goes over the middle instead. Pass incomplete. And inside his 10-yard line. There's a high spirally kick, and Staggers has to go way back. That's a beautiful kick. Vednik's longest was 59 yards coming into that kick. I think he may have blown that one out of the water. Jones and Staggers to the far side. Fresh set of downs again. Marshall moving around on defense. They bring 5. Here comes, and Mullins goes down hard at the 8-yard line.
It was about time. You know, Coach Heater, he's not going to sit back and get beat up. I mean, if they're running it on you, all of a sudden, all right, we got to change something. And I thought it would be time to come with a first down blitz. And exactly what they did. It was a twist blitz by the 2 middle linebackers or inside linebackers, and it gets home. And that's exactly what you expect to do, is to get home on a first down blitz.
Loss of 7 on the play. That's the 19th sack for this Marshall defense. Remember, they had 6 versus North Texas a few weeks ago. And now Mullins wants to put it up. Looks for the slant pattern. Good defensive effort. Reaching in, Rodney Allen. Didn't play last week, the junior out of Dallas, Texas.
You can see him right here on the ISO coming down to the inside. He's right there, and this ball's a little bit behind him.
Yeah, Nick, every first down play. Why not just hand it back to him? This time Marshall defense is going to corral him.
That's a different look defensively. They had 4 down linemen. They had 3 linebackers. They had 8 guys in the box. They were basically saying, hey, you're going to run it. You can see all the guys up in the box right there coming from the inside. Now you got a corner coming down. You can see him coming to your picture for the right. And when that happens, it's just tough to run against.
Great job by Rodney Allen coming up from that cornerback spot. We've already seen him have a pass broken up. He kind of detonated that play. Setting up Southern Miss for 3rd down and 4 inside of 3 minutes. 3-man rush. Mullins tries to force the pass. Wasn't even close. Well, that's good defensive effort.
Yeah, great coverage again. The gentleman you just mentioned, Allen, he just does an outstanding job. He smothered him that time.
Yeah. We'll call it about 6.5. Now both Payne and Smith in the backfield. Instead, Mullins goes down the middle. Pass is incomplete. Good defensive play by Jalen McLean-Sapp from that quarterback spot.
You're right. McLean-Sapp might have got there just a hair early, but got away with it. There's no penalty, but you could tell she did not. The reason I did that, I was allergic to sunscreen. They had PABA in at that time, and I kept having problems putting sunscreen on. And you know what? We played every day in the daytime.
Linton's going to have to put it up. They wanted to run the football, not able to. There's Clark with the catch. That's the Michael Clark you and I saw in North Texas a few weeks ago. That covered 25. He is extremely talented.
But he is. You look at his height, 6'7". You don't see many 6'7" receivers. Top of the leap, goes up. You can see him get right at the top of his leap and comes down with the football.
You know, you have to understand, too, here comes the pressure. Linton reads it, fires it off near side to Knight. Slips a tackle. Still on his feet inside the 40. Shoved out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Josh Knight, 20 receptions in the last 2+ games for him. That covered 19 yards.
Well, he's 10th in Conference USA in yards per catch, and this is why. Because he can make you miss. One-on-one on the outside, makes it one player miss, and it gets to the second level. But this is a great move right there. Good stiff arm, And that gets you 25.
I'll tell you, coming off a career high 10 receptions versus Charlotte last week. Big first down, much needed for Marshall. Play action, Litton to deep out. Pass caught inside the 25-yard line by Knight again.
I don't know how Knight found this football. I don't know how he found it. Laid up perfectly by Litton, put some air under it, but he just sees it at the last.
Now they got 1st and goal, ball on the 5-yard line.
That's how you stay in the game, though. This is a great drive. Got to get 6 out of it.
Davis straight ahead, bangs his way. That'll be 6 for Marshall. Outstanding run by Keon Davis. 6th rushing touchdown of the year.
Withstood the first quarter. Could have been 17-0, pretty easy. And this Marshall club has found a way to come back and then watch this finish. How do you finish a run? Oh, that's how you finish right there.
You're going to be a member of they're the #1 rushing offense in Conference USA. Southern Miss is. How about a little razzle-dazzle? Marshall doesn't buy it. Stretching it out. Won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Nick Mullins from the shotgun standing in his own end zone. Marshall shows press coverage. Southern Miss will just hand it off. Let's see if Doc burns one of his timeouts. Yeah, I'd say so. Now he tries to add to that little slip screen. That could be almost pass interference.
Rodney Allen's had a great night tonight. You know, the junior from Dallas, number 11 for Marshall. We've said his name an awful lot. There's been nothing to his side of the field tonight. He's been a shutdown corner.
Jim Dowden, former coach at Marshall, of course, had the record for 50-point games, if I'm not mistaken, until Coach Holliday took over, and that's going to be the 2nd sack of the ball game for this Marshall defense.
Now Mullins was trying to get this ball into the end zone, and he held it too long. It just held it right there. 1, 2, got to get rid of it, and then the pocket just eventually collapses.
They need 18. Whitehead in motion. Mullins steps up, plenty of time, loses the football right into the hands of Ryan B. My goodness, it just slipped into his hands, out of his hands, right into B's hands. And then he rumbles 18 yards on the return.
Well, Mullins didn't give up on the play. He's the guy that made the tackle. We talked about Nick Mullins having a dislocated right thumb, but you can see him step up here. Pressure goes around, he has plenty of time, and he just reached back to throw it, and the ball just slides out of his hands, and B's right there to make the play.
They were dominated in the first quarter, victim of penalties, have come alive here in the second. Litton the deep out, caught by Clark. Davis and Foster back to receive the opening kick of the second half. From the 8-yard line. Bouncing to the outside, it is Foster. And he'll scamper out of bounds, but a good return as he gets up to the 40-yard line. 31 yards on the return for High League Foster. Second down, dancing straight up through the middle is Keon Davis. Inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. That was an outstanding burst of speed. It covered 19 yards.
By far the best running play of the night for Marshall. Good vision, gets good blocking right at the point of attack. You know, those wide receivers. A little bit of a change defensively, maybe to try to slow down Smith.
Well, he only picked up 2 on the play, and Mullins, rifle in the pass, has a man tipped at the last second. Good defensive play by that Marshall defense again.
Well, this is a nice job to cut in front right there by Richardson. He just does everything he can do to take this ball away, and he is almost in position to make the pick. Right at the last minute, right hand goes up.
Southern Miss with 6 on the line. They only bring 3. Litton rifle in the pass over the middle. What a catch by Juracek. The big tight end, 26 straight games. He has had a reception. He got 16 on that.
Yeah, they're calling it incomplete. Oh, Juracek's going over, and he's telling the coaching staff, the challenge right here. We get a chance to see it. for the first time right here. Juracek says, I got this ball. And from the side, it came in from the side. The side judge said he didn't.
Oh, I don't know.
After looking at that again, that ball secured as he was coming down. We get to see it in slow-mo. That got underneath the stomach. I got to tell you guys, I think that this is the proper call. I don't think there's enough video evidence to overturn it.
Yeah. Well, from up here at first, I thought he made an incredible catch because we've seen that from him. Well, you can see it kind of squirt out there. Well, Doc, I don't think he's going to challenge it. He's talking to the officials on the sideline, but they're just going to let him play. They're calling it an incomplete pass. So again, Vedvik, another great kick. Another great job. 3 receptions, 64 yards. And Mullins will put it up again. Little pump fake. He's just going to have to throw this away. Got 2nd and 10. When in doubt, just go back to the run game, and Ito Smith is going to be wrapped up immediately. Nothing going on. Now the longest play for Marshall on offense so far tonight was 24 yards. Litton trying to rectify that, throwing it up for Clark. Did he get it? Incomplete. Just out of bounds.
Caught that football.
He still caught it, though.
He caught that football. 6'7". And I like the fact that he's already found, again, he is a youngster that hasn't played a lot of football. But watch him. He goes up, gets the ball high, and holds on to it.
Ito Smith hit at the line of scrimmage, and he leans forward. Was that enough? Where the linesman's coming from the far side, he's short. He tried to lean and reach for it, or Payne tried to reach for it, wasn't able to get it, I don't think.
Let's watch him as he reaches out right here at the end. Contact in the backfield. Payne stretches, but it was that knee down when he stretched. And that's why the ball came back. If they'd have given him the stretch, it would have been enough for the first down.
And they're going to go for it on 4th down, something they've done a lot of
1 for 1 tonight.
10 of 18 on the season, 56 yards. Hit in the backfield. Marshall defense, outstanding job. They blew that up from the line of scrimmage, and Doc Holliday and Chuck Heater out on the far side, pumping the fist, and for good reason.
I tell you what, there's a lot of good things that happen here. Good penetration from the outside. You just look at it. That's Tyler who got the initial hit. He was in the backfield quickly and get credit for the tackle. But look at 17. He blows this up right there.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the first down once that happens.
That was one of the best defensive stands I think Marshall has had this season. Pocket collapses. Mullen reads it and short hops it.
Oh, he had him right there. That time Nick immediately threw the football and put his hands up and went, no, that's my fault. He tried to see it. One of the things that, another difference, we talked about a different look up front, and then the ball gets knocked down. But watch this right here. Right there, he just gets a piece of it.
Has 100 yards. That's the 7th 100-yard rusher this season versus the Marshall defense. Mullins rifling the pass, puts it on the money, but Robertson could not hang on to it. Chase Litton can pick up the pace. We've seen him have pinpoint accuracy at time. Far from out of it. Pass is complete to McManus. That'll be good enough for the first down. Crosses the 45 up to the 48-yard line. 7 receptions last week versus Charlotte. Litton gets it out of his hands quickly again. Pass complete to Knight. That'll be good for another first down. On 2nd and 5, Litton looks to put it up again. The quick out pattern caught. That'll be good for another first down. Well, the last 5 games versus Marshall, the closest they've gotten, 2011, when they lost 26-20. Here you can see Middle Tennessee leads by 7 with 58 seconds left. We'll keep you posted on that. Smith is going to be stacked up, and he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. They bring 5. Litton gets the protection, throwing it up deep, looking for Clark, and it is touchdown. My goodness.
Is he a special player or what?
44 yards.
That is a special play. It's contact right at the end. Litton's thinking, you know, this might be our best shot to go down the field. You're going to have to score and score quickly. And he just gets the separation. He uses that great height. And here's the height right here going down the field. He stands a full helmet over him. And then he gets separation right here. The ball's in the air. Left hand, and all wide receivers use your hands. Gets a little separation right there, and then both hands go up. Look at that. Ooh, it just holds on for the touchdown.
Chase Litton, 17 touchdown passes on the year. Clark now with 5 touchdown receptions, and it took them just about a minute 47 to go 53 yards, and they did it in 4 plays.